You open the case, your headphones appear on screen, you tap connect, and music starts playing. No cable, no password typed, no visible signal exchanged. In the fraction of a second between tap and sound, two radios introduced themselves, agreed on a language, and built a private encrypted link. None of that happened by accident. The most common shortcut, Bluetooth, is just Wi-Fi with a shorter range. Not quite. Both use the 2.4 GHz band, but their architectures are completely different. Wi-Fi builds a network where many devices share a hub. Bluetooth builds direct personal area links between specific devices. The protocols, power models, profiles, and pairing systems share almost nothing under the hood. Bluetooth lives in the 2.4 GHz ISM band, a slice of radio spectrum set aside globally for unlicensed devices. The problem is that Wi-Fi, baby monitors, microwave ovens, and dozens of other technologies share this same band. To survive in that interference war, Bluetooth does not stay on one frequency. It constantly moves. Bluetooth uses frequency hopping spread spectrum. The two connected devices jump together across 79 channels, 1 MHz wide each, in a pseudo-random sequence negotiated during pairing. They hop up to 1,600 times per second. An interferer on one channel cannot jam the link for long because the link is already somewhere else by the time the interference peaks. Before pairing, one device must become discoverable. In classic Bluetooth, it broadcasts inquiry packets on specific frequencies. Nearby devices scanning for connections respond with their address and capabilities. In Bluetooth Low Energy, devices advertise on 3 fixed channels continuously, like a radio station announcing its presence every few milliseconds. When two devices decide to pair, they run an authentication protocol. Modern Bluetooth uses secure simple pairing with elliptic curve cryptography to exchange a shared long-term key without ever transmitting the key itself. Your headphones and phone confirm they are talking to each other and not an impersonator. Then store the key so future connections skip the full ceremony. A Bluetooth connection does not just send raw data. It uses profiles to define what kind of data flows and how. A 2DP handles stereo audio streaming. HFP handles phone calls. HID handles keyboards and mice. GAT handles sensor readings in BLE devices. One physical link can run several profiles simultaneously, which is why your headphones can play music and answer calls without reconnecting. When audio streams over A2DP, it is not raw PCM audio. The source compresses it using a codec. SBC is the mandatory baseline. aptX, AAC, and LDAC offer higher quality when both devices support them. The codec matters because Bluetooth bandwidth is limited and compression trades audio detail for the smaller pipe. Higher quality codecs squeeze more fidelity into fewer bits. That frequency hopping number deserves a moment. 1,600 hops per second means the connection changes channels roughly every 625 microseconds. A microsecond is 1/millionth of a second. In the time it takes you to blink, Bluetooth has changed channels about 10,000 times. And both devices stay perfectly in sync, tracking the same pseudo-random sequence without ever losing each other. Bluetooth comes in power classes. Class 1 devices use up to 100 milliwatts and can reach 100 meters. Class 2, the most common, uses 2.5 milliwatts and covers roughly 10 meters. Walls and interference cut both ranges. That is why your headphones hold fine across the room, but drop if you leave your phone 2 floors away. Class and environment together define your real-world range. Full chain. Device advertises presence. Pairing runs key exchange, and stores credentials. Frequency hopping synchronizes the channel schedule. Profiles define data types. The audio codec compresses and streams. The receiving device decodes and plays. 1,600 channel hops per second hold the link together through interference that would kill a simpler radio system. If you will never look at your headphones the same way again, that is the whole point. Subscribe for weekly system breakdowns in plain English. Next time, we trace what really happens when you save a file to the cloud. Hint, it is never just one place. This is System Sketch.